Hey YouTube, Rider Zero here again with another review. Today we're going to take a look at the SH Figuarts exclusive Kamen Rider Rising Ixa. I got this figure in a few days ago along with Kamen Rider Skull. Both reviews should be up tonight hopefully. If not, then Skull will be up first, followed by this one. Kamen Rider Ixa is one that I had actually debated on picking up because I've never actually watched Kiva. However, I'm now currently watching Kiva, and I'm about 30 episodes in, and I'm really glad I went ahead and picked this guy up because Kiva is uh, slowly becoming my favorite as far as the other series go. Um, I really like the design of the Kiva armor, and actually Ixa is growing on me as well. Nago kind of got on my nerves at first, but he's getting pretty cool now. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the box. Obviously this guy's already been open because I've had him for a few days, and you guys know that I'm impatient and can't wait. Start by taking a look at the back of the box. It just kind of shows a few different poses. This shows the accessories that he comes with. You can see that he comes with 3 sets of hands, the Ixa caliber in sword and gun mode, the Ixa knuckle, and the Ixa riser in phone and gun mode. This does say Masked Rider, so it does not go along with the new theme of using Kamen Rider on the side of it yet. Pretty good shot of Ixa on the front. There you see the logo showing that it is an exclusive. There's the Kiva logo. Pretty plain box, you know, the same as all the other, well, the majority of the other boxes. They're not doing the color schemes like Double R. We'll go ahead and take a look real quick at some of the accessories. I do already have some on Ixa because I cheated and got this out and pre-posted them because you guys know that I hate getting these open. I usually end up sending pieces flying. But anyway, he comes with the, splayed open hands here. He comes with the default fists, which are right here. And then he comes with 2 weapon gripping hands, which are already on Ixa. For some reason I can't talk today. I apologize. I'm a little under the weather. You can see here the Ixa riser in phone mode, the Ixa caliber in gun mode, the Ixa knuckle, and this is a piece of the Ixa driver. You can take the entire driver off of the figure and replace it with just this piece when you're using the knuckle. That way, it's a little more accurate. Take a look at the riser here real quick if I can get it out of the box. Oh, come on. This is retarded. Okay, there we go. Pretty cool little accessory. I thought it was kind of neat that you can actually open it. So you can actually hold it, when he's dialing in the rising mode or whatever. But enough about accessories. Let's go ahead and take a look at this figure because this figure is pretty badass. I took the liberty of I went ahead and put him in some sort of a pose just because, I cheated. What can I say? The detailing on this figure is phenomenal. I really, really like it. They were able to fit a lot into such a small frame on these figures. Let me kind of straighten him up here. We'll take a look, just kind of go take a look at the armor real quick. The armor is detailed, fantastically. I really, really like this. Try to do some close-ups. There's the Ixa driver, of course. The Fuestal slots on the sides. Take a look at the shoulder armor. And obviously here's the back of Ixa. The other shoulder. The head sculpt is superb. The compound eyes look fantastic, which pick up a little bit on it, but it doesn't, it looks a ton better when you can see it in person. There's some detailing on the leg work there. The armor on both sides pretty much looks the same there. The arms, the handwork. Some of the other armored type characters, and for some reason, like G4, G3, G3X, those kinds that, are actually, like, literally supposed to be armor and not, like, a rider suit like some of the other guys. To be honest, those aren't my favorite style suits. However, Ixa, or more specifically Rising Ixa, has really changed my mind on those, and I'm actually looking at getting some of the other armor suits now because this guy just looks fantastic. I'm really, really pleased that I picked this up, and I actually got this for a super, super good price. I picked it up for 3,500 yen off Yahoo Japan, obviously through Rider Proxy, if I didn't already say that before. We'll take a look real quick at some of the articulation. It's pretty much standard. He has the leg joints similar to D-End and Decade and some of those guys. His doesn't, like, the piece right here does not pull down to give a little bit more room like on the Kabuto figures. However, that's not anything that would stop me from buying this guy. Double jointed knees as always. Be careful with these pieces right here on the knee pads. I have popped mine off a couple times. As long as you're careful, though, you shouldn't have a problem. The Fuestels do actually come off as well, as does the Ixa driver. Double jointed ankles, move side to side, up and down. The toes bend up and down. Shoulder obviously gets full 360. Armor pieces lift up and down on the shoulders. Pretty good range on the head. And the wrists are a little more limited because of the armor that he wears. You can see there. You don't get as much motion as some of the other figures, but that's really not a big deal for this guy. The weapons are fantastic. The detailing work on these guys are, as with all Figuarts, really, really good. The Excalibur in sword mode especially looks really cool. Take a look at the other side of it real quick. Even just, down to the driver on him is really detailed. This is slowly becoming probably my favorite Figuart. I know some of the other guys like Shiken Shinobi are saying that as well, but, for great reason. I mean, this guy is, compared to some of the other riders that I don't have a whole lot of Figuarts yet. I'm slowly growing my collection, but out of all of them that I have, he is awesome. Probably my favorite right now. I would definitely highly recommend this guy. You'll definitely want to try to pick him up soon because, like with all the exclusives, they typically only increase in price because, they're only made one run. They do pre-orders, and once that's over, you got to get it secondhand somehow. I got lucky and scored mine for a really good price on Yahoo Japan. I guess that makes up for overpaying a little bit on Skull. I was actually looking forward to getting Skull a little more than this guy. And then when they both got here, obviously my opinions changed. I was a little disappointed with Skull and pleasantly surprised at just how awesome Rising Ixa ended up being. I actually don't even have the regular version of Ixa, which is okay because they are going to do a re-release of that soon that from what I hear. However, he doesn't come with the stand like the first one did. The first run of Ixa came with one of the Tamashi Stage Act stands that had a quote from the show printed on it in Japanese text, of course. Some of them said some of his more famous lines like, "Who do you think I am? I'm Nago." I may be butchering the pronunciation, but whatever. Another quote says, "Please return that life to God," which I would love to get the stand with that one if I can find that for a good price. So as far as Rising Ixa goes, he definitely gets, good scores all the way around. He is probably the most recommended figure right now that I have. I would definitely pick him up just because he has a good accessory count. And he just looks badass. I mean, why would you not want to pick that up? Just look at that. That is phenomenal. I'm really hoping that they, obviously Rising Ixa, from what I can tell so far, is doing pretty well. The first run of Ixa did pretty well. So I'm hoping that the Figuarts line will move along and bust out some more Kiva figures. I would love to get a Figuart of Kiva himself. I do have the Sochaku, I think, Henshin. I don't know if the pronunciation on that's right. It's the SH, the predecessor to SH Figuarts. Whatever. I do have the Garuru form for that, and that's pretty badass. It was the last line of toys they did before they moved over to Figuarts. So yeah, that's enough rambling. We're going to go ahead and say that's about it for this one. Once again, highly recommended. Definitely take a look at picking this guy up sooner than later. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and as always, please comment, please subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to send those over. Any suggestions, obviously always welcome for those. Any requests, send those along as well. So that'll do it, and until next time, take care.